Hello, hello Aries. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be the monthly reading for October, and let's see. Without any further delay, let's get into it. Okay, let's see what you have for month of October. Month of October, Aries. Oh, wow. Two of them just flew out. Or both of them in reverse. Knight of Wands and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is like, Knight of Wands is like a very fiery energy, kind of impulsive, but very motivated. Very motivated, like, of course, when you have that kind of Knight of Wands, especially when a Knight of Wands in reverse, you get this kind of Ace of Pentacles. Like, Knight of Wands in reverse cannot support Ace of Pentacles. Let me explain, because right now we're just talking in terms of card, like tarot language. Let's break it down. I feel like you are learning a huge, it's like a huge, I will not say realization, because I feel like you kind of aware of you being impulsive. Not all the time in a bad way though, like impulsivity all the time kind of get associated with the negative sense. But I don't think impulsiveness is always bad thing. But before, I feel like that you feel kind of passionate about certain things, you just jump into it right ahead without giving a second thought. And then you go halfway through and then you realize either you feel like this is not your call, you are not that passionate that you felt initially. It's like almost like that impulse kind of got you in the action, but then once you are doing with this day-to-day action of making things happen, then you get like, okay, you know what, I'm bored. It's not cutting it for me and I'm not there. And then you kind of move out. You like focused, you are like quick, you are like determined, you get into the thing, you get bored because it's not really, you did not really thought about it, you did not really put on a lot of like marinating with the subject of what you are getting into, and then you get bored and you come out without having a solid outcome out of it. So this card is, I'm like pretty much surprised that it came together, because it's like a cause and effect. It's like a cause and effect, and I feel like you are aware of your impulsive nature, and sometimes it gave you a lot of, sometimes you get that boost that you needed when others are thinking and doing nothing. You are like, guys, please, can you do something about it? And you just jump into the water and you just swim. You just started swim. And sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work in a long run. And I feel like now you're in a phase where you feel like that you want to invest your time and energy and dedication and passion into something which has the longevity, which you can see that like where it's going. It's like this is very much your past energy, like past or maybe lingering present, but you are learning that this is not something that you want anymore. You are getting into a phase of your life where you want something which is more involved rather than act it quickly, which is more, you want to get in tune with your heart desire not just your like hormones or just adrenaline rush, but what your heart desire. You are trying to go there, and this kind of past event and the how it turned out kind of giving you, it's kind of it's kind of mentoring you, it's kind of putting you in a direction where you can be more less impulsive, be more less impulsive, yes. you know yeah, that's where you are right now, or in your recent past. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's all sinking so nicely. You want something again, we get pentacles. Pentacles is the earth sign. This is like fire sign, specifically Sagittarius, and for me it could be also Aries, like Knight of Wands. But like, so now you are going from like that kind of impulse passion. You are kind of controlling your hormones, you're trying to tame your hormones, you're trying to tame your impulse, and trying to get something more stable, something more thought out, something more like having a more depth knowledge of the situation. Of course you want something Ace of Pentacles, but you're not in that phase. You are not in your foundation is not that stable to have a Ace of Pentacles now. So you are being very mature about it, and you are being very reasonable about it, and you want to start with something. It's still Pentacles, but instead of Ace, it's like a page. You want to start with something small, instead of thinking like, okay, you know what, like, let's say if you are a freelancer, and like job to job, finding job, you like it, you like that freedom, you like that flexibility, you like that freedom, but it's kind of, now it's getting tiring for you, that you have to look for job all the time, you have to be on your toe all the time, or something like that. So now you're looking for something maybe more stable, like full-time job, like which will, you don't have to look for job every other day, or have to look for client every other day, rather than more stable, rather than something you can really figure out, okay, this is what I'm just giving you random example, it's just a sum it up, the whole situation here. It doesn't have to be the same thing, of course. You are trying to start with something more stable. And even if you're doing, like, it doesn't have to be all the time full-time or contract job. If it is a job or something like that, it could be something that you invest time, rather than just, oh, one day I'm gonna be a pop singer. I go to, you all of a sudden, you put all your energy to learning drumming, guitar and everything, and after 1 month you realize, oh my, you know what, I really do not like drumming, and neither do I like guitar. I like to listen to it, but I just don't like to do it, so it's not my call. And then you retract back. So now you're trying to find where your passion actually lies, that you can put energy and effort, and which can grow further, which can grow gradually with time, and can give you a little, kind of sense of purpose. You are kind of going for that kind of route. But I feel like you are being very smart about it. You are not getting all disappointed or upset, oh, I cannot do it, I'm not getting Ace of Pentacles, when my attitude is Knight of Wands. You are not beating yourself up about this. You are just being very smart. You are saying, you know what, okay, that was my phase. In this phase, if I have to change, I have to start with something small, so that I can retain or I can attain. So you're being very smart about it. That's good. The Fool. Oh my god, everything is sinking. Can you see that? Really? everything is sinking so nicely. And you know that this is gonna be something new for you, because you always have in, like at least in last few years, you have like embodied this Knight of Wands kind of energy, like you see it, you go for it. That's, like that. It's like, I see it, I like it, I go for it. It's like a very simple 3 rules. But now you are like, I see it, then I ask myself why I like it. Do I really like it, and how much I like it? I give myself some time to contemplate on all this, and when I be sure that I really like it, it doesn't have to be super liking, but it's really like it enough to make it go further, then I take step by step. See the mechanism of going for the same thing? It's the same rules. I like it, what did I say? I like it, no, I see it, I like it, I go for it. It's the same rule, but the way you navigating between these 3 steps is different. It's very different, and you are ready to, whether this gonna pay off or not, whether how you're gonna feel about it, whether you don't know whether you're gonna feel, oh my god, this is so boring, where is the passion, where is the charm, where is the, like this adrenaline rush, where is that? It's just, if everything is thought out, everything is so calculative, then where is the spontaneity? You may ask all this question because this is something new. So that may upset you, that may not be your game, or that may be your game, and maybe you want this change and you really want to go for it. So you know what? You see, when I'm talking about this, I use so many maybe. So there is something which is unknown, but even if it is unknown, you are taking the risk. And the Fool is like also the 0 card. It's an Aries card, because the Aries starts the Zodiac and Fool start the tarot. It has very that kind of, I don't know, let me figure it out, let me know, that submission to unknown, that kind of, and not taking risk. Aries is all about, like, you guys are all about taking risk. You guys go for it. You have that, like punch, you have that kick. But now you are trying to take that kick and tame it down a little slowly, little by little, not like do or die kind of situation. So this is something new, and you are taking the risk. What I have been telling you, that you are being very smart about it. It's not this, this change is not freaking you out. You are unfazed. That's very good, that's very, very nice energy, like, change is always so hard for people, and we feel, I'm just making all these cards straight, and we feel, some sorts of way, we feel anxious of unknown, and we feel, but you are not like that. You are like being, what, that's it, let's see what's there in the new journey. Hierophant. Oh my god, this is like sinking so well. Yeah, Hierophant is what is, it's like all this convention, all this, like, this is the way it is. So this is interesting. Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant is all about structure. Hierophant is all about, following the tradition. Hierophant is unshakable stability. So you are, and this came reverse because this is, okay, bear with me, I have to, this is gonna be a little convoluted here. So Hierophant usually talks about stability and, like, tradition and any kind of structure, any kind of institution, and those kind of stuff. So you are trying to get a stability like Hierophant. But in order to get to the Hierophant stability, you have to shake up your own stability at this moment, which is this, your structure of going for it, rushing towards it, impulsivity. That's your structure right now. So you are shaking that down. You are shaking that down in order to become more stable. Does that make sense? It's a little convoluted. So you are shaking your own, like your current states now. so that you can be more stable in your new phase, which will be more stable, more thought out, more like grounded, and really following, really listening to your heart desire, what you really want to do, where my purpose lies. Those kind of question is usually like hierophant energy, like this: where my purpose, where is my stability, where is my ground, where is I'm gonna feel unshakable, like that kind of root. But you are trying to build that root by unrooting your current situation. It's like a paradoxical, but it makes sense. So let's see what else we have. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Empress in reverse. Hold on. Yeah, so that's my alarm, which tells me that we're at almost like 20 minutes. So just to some people, not everybody is into long reading, let's face it. So if you are into this, if you think this is something resonating with you, the reading gonna continue. So I'm gonna put a link in the description box below where you can find the free extended version. If you click on that link, and then we can carry on with the reading. And if you are depart here, thank you for watching it, and thank you so much for your support, subscribing, everything. And actually, when you subscribe, somebody asked me like, why subscription? Like when you subscribe, it's actually give you notification every time I upload any new videos and anything like that. So you will be updated. So, and it also helps and support the channel. So hope you get something out of it, and I will see you next time. Bye.